Hello, Royal Queens and Kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Listen here, we got a lot to discuss today. Listen here. Let me tell you one thing about me, baby. We are definitely going to be rolling up and giving our opinion. So, child, this he said the N word. She docked Treasurer Lane to Brian. And Brian said he was DMing Rick Reed. They said that Ness was on the balcony with this heat, honey. And they said Ness didn't change her clothes for about 3 days. You know, it's so interesting how Ness be coming out here acting like she just the shit. You know, early in the morning, ain't brushed her teeth, just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Just come on here talking shit. And listen here, let me tell you one thing about this, honey. Listen, as I was over there and they was live, I was taking notes. So when y'all see those comments in the chat, baby, I was over there taking notes. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. Okay, so this he and Brian child, they didn't got into it. She started reading him and he was reading her, honey. They was doing the most. And I just want to say with friends like that, who needs enemies? Baby, with friends like that, who needs enemies? I don't want to part in it. I don't want to party in it. Just see me on YouTube. You don't need my number. No, you don't need my email. No, we don't need to talk behind the scenes because what y'all have proven to me, you could be genuine to somebody and it could be that season in your life. See, y'all got to think, y'all got to use your brain. People come in for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay. And that's just been my motto. I don't let everybody in. You here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And you gonna determine that by the way that you handle us in our friendship, our relationship, whatever you want to call it, colleagues or whatever the case may be. But ain't no way an individual that set up here and helped you dox somebody come out here and say, "Oh, I helped you dox this person." Well, how smart are you? Okay. We know not to give you no information. This heat. Okay. Somebody get that bitch a fan. All right. So then I'm going to keep this cute because I did my notes. Uppity, Brian, this heat, online dating going wrong. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Sheffy, that Uppity is in competition with, Sheffy was able to pull up on a dude. Sheffy was able to show herself. Sheffy has a job. Sheffy has a car and may not have no AC. But hey, she got her four wheels and she can get there. It gets her from point A to point B. Okay. She's not have to depend on a bus. She's not have to depend on Uber. She's not have to depend on her neighbor. She's doing her thing for her. So when we talk about uppity and the whole ghetto situation, like, girl, you need to sit that one out. When is somebody going to tell uppity that she's very delusional and that she needs to take her meds? She needs to get off that alcohol because that is a depressant. Okay? How are you it's like counteracting. You know, you taking your meds, but then you go and have a drink. Like, what was the point of you taking your meds when you just wanted to get drunk? Okay, so you're defeating the purpose. When we think about Brian and his dating and things like that, him chasing around Bones, aka Ro, when you sitting out here chasing around Bones and this, that, and the third, and you supposed to be this big masculine man that's got the woo woo, why you ain't got no man? Why you still chasing down your exes? Listen here, an ex for me is an ex, baby. You in the past. You don't get to have me at my motherfucking best. Let's talk about it. Going back, you're stepping in shit. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. Move on. But you got to get yourself into therapy. So not only for your mental, but for your health journey. Like seriously, and it was no shade. When I was out at the thrift store, Brian, I did get you those workout shorts. They're like compressing shorts, but I say If you want to train your waist or if you want to train your shape, it would be the perfect thing to do while you're working out, you know? So I was just trying to help you out. That's it. Now, this heat, when it comes to online dating, Brian let me know that maybe you let somebody that didn't change their clothes for 3 days eat your snatch. If she didn't, if she didn't change her clothes, what made you think she brushed her teeth? What made you think that she washed her butt? The only thing that she probably did was got up and wiped the cookies and the crackers out of her eyes so she could see how to get to your snatch. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that alone. My next comment is going to be this he told Brian that he was a disgrace to the community. This is my thing. Why do people in the community want to talk about somebody being a disgrace to the community? Like, girl, stop acting like you damn Coretta Scott King and you for the movement and girl, everything that you say out your mouth is for the people. Girl, please. Girl, please. I'm not feeling it. And it girl, please. Moving right along. This he says Brian sleeps with homeless men. But did she review my chart before elevating her legs for naps? That was my question. Does he says Brian sleep with the homeless men? But my question to her was, did she review Ness's my chart before elevating her legs for Ness? Okay, honey, listen here. You got a wet tongue, you can wiggle it, you can get here, is what she was saying. Oh, you ain't took no bath. Oh, baby, that's okay. Long that tongue working, long as that tongue working, she gonna be there for it. And that's why she elevated her legs and moving right along. Okay. Once they continue tagging, Pizza screams, let's change the subject after she hyped them up. Now, child, I was like, control, control. Pizza was over there dominating them grown ass people that pay their own bills, telling them to shut up, be quiet. But why should she have to tell them that? They grown people, they should not act, right? They know how to tell everybody else's business, but they don't know how to act. Make it make sense. Oh, girl, these little lighters is getting on my damn nerves. Hold on, y'all. Girl. Girl, I'm not about to do that. Where my other mother? Damn, like that. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I had to bring out the torch on that one. Okay, let me get back into my content. Okay. So I just felt like they were all just grown adults. Listen here, when y'all get on a panel, at least you can do is just be silent. Just be silent until the floor is given to you, right? If the other person is up there, they going back and forth, let them argue by themselves. And then you say, hey, I'll let this person speak. Then the panel holder can really, side with you and say, hey, it is fair. You said what you said. Let this person say something. Why do y'all grown adults get up on these panels and just go to screaming and arguing and pulling each other's hair and doing all that? Some of y'all really need to go out and touch grass. Some of y'all really need to get out and see some scenery, see some civilization. Okay. Now, Pisa, she started muting them. I need you two to take a break, is what she told them. And that was Brian in this heat. Now, listen here, they was up there fighting like cats and dogs. And then, you know, when I get up there and I say my little stuff, oh, now everybody want to chill out. Everybody want to get their sense. Everybody want to get common sense again. But y'all was just up here acting a ass. Almost 60, almost 50, almost 40 people. Like, y'all got to do something different. I'm not arguing. I'm not raising my blood pressure. Y'all can. I'll watch. I'll review. But I ain't raising my blood pressure. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Health is wealth, sweetheart. I need my health so I can get this wealth. Let's get into it. All right, so Pisa wants to let it go. She wants to let it go, let it go, let it go. If he ain't loving you the way you should, then let it go. And I think that's what that dude did to Brian. He had to let it go. And he let it out on that back windshield, okay? On that back windshield, honey. He said, baby. Oh, what would have been sickening is if he had did it to his front windshield. Baby, when I tell y'all I'm gonna have to dig into the archives and I'm gonna show y'all what my black ex-boyfriend, ex-military boyfriend did to my car, baby. Brian, that wasn't nothing. I'm gonna just tell you right now, baby, that wasn't nothing. Okay. Now get into this. Brian and this he apologized to each other. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? That was a beef. He said that the woman was out there with Ness and he was letting Ness and she was letting Ness eat her snatch. But listen here, Brian forgot that he was going on a trip with Ness. Clock that to you. Don't think that she over there capitalizing off of this moment? Y'all don't think that she's in the bushes? Y'all don't think that Shakim not running this stuff back to her so they can have them some content for their nestcation? I want y'all to remember you heard it here first. Okay? P Pizza. Oh, this is the thing. Pizza, you so damn nosy and greedy. Pizza wants to know the cash apps amount that this heat gave to Brian. Why is that any of your business? Pizza, you're not about to put your cash app up here. Stop asking people for stuff that you're not gonna do. Like, come on, camera, girl, bye. Moving right along. Okay. Now listen here. Dimples ended up flying up on the panel, child, and they brought out that her family was inbred, you know, and maybe that's why she looks so deformed. Maybe that's why she's off, she's, not balanced. You know what I'm saying? Because her uncle is her daddy, moving right along, allegedly. All right, so listen here, y'all. We got the scoop on Pizza. Pizza said that she stays in a 4 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 2,000 square foot house, and I want to know if she went through Habitat for Humanity just like me because I got 4 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, and I got a full big old yard. So I want to know, Pizza, did you go through HUD or Habitat for Humanity, Welfare Queen? Moving right along. Now listen, this is what I was here for, baby. Listen. Pizza draw back. Listen, Pizza draw back on Uppity today. And listen here, I was waiting for this moment, baby. Oh, Pizza. Now, one thing I can say, girl, I know I just talked about you, but I'm a woman. I can change my mind. I actually like you. How you doing? I actually like you. And the way that to you read her for filth, and there was no coming back from that. And she has nowhere to go. Like at this point, Uppity and Jadon, they should just be sisters. They should actually work together. You know what I'm saying? They are two individuals that the people just don't care for. Jadon with her 1989 production. How you doing? Production. Okay, honey, she brought out her 1889. Okay, we're going to take it a little bit back, further back. It was 1889. Okay. Listen here. Baby, this he says she did help Ryan with Trezur. Baby, Trezor came up on the link. Clock this. Now I want y'all to get in close. Pull your chairs in. Trezor Lane was up on the panel. And what it was given to me was Trezor was like, okay, bitch, you got something to say? I'm here. What's all the fuss about? He was given, I'm here. And it was plenty of space opportunity for Miss This Heat to get on over at Trezor. If y'all gonna do the beef, do the beef. Say it, get it off your chest. What you holding it on for? Mary J. Blige told us, if it's on your mind, you better speak it. Don't hold that stuff up in your body. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. Okay, My Life. Y'all better go listen to My Life again. Girl, life is only what you make it. Bougieville, hey. Oh, okay. Okay, hey bestie, how you doing? Grown adults acting like children. Yes. You know it. Hey, boo. Jaja. Oh, Jaja. Mm, not to all the windows. He did a Jasmine Sullivan for his ass. Baby, listen here. I don't think he ready. Honey, he got all that jelly, girl. I don't think you was ready for that jelly, honey. Miss Thing got your windows right together. Honey, she punched them out. Okay. Listen here, I didn't want to be here long, but I just wanted to give you guys a synopsis of what I saw, how I saw it in my version of the beef sector news. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and come back on our next live. Hey, Norris Tony, I'm actually heading out. You're late, but you're here. I love you. See you in a minute.